There are people in your life right now who are secretly draining you, manipulating you, and taking advantage of your kindness. The worst part, you may not even realize it until it's too late. These people don't always come with obvious warning signs. They often disguise themselves as friends, co-workers, or even family members. But there's one surefire way to spot them. Pay attention to what they ask from you. Some requests might seem innocent at first, but if you give in, you'll find yourself caught in a never-ending cycle of giving, compromising, and losing yourself in the process. Today, we're revealing 7 things that toxic people will try to take from you. If someone in your life keeps asking for any of these, consider it a red flag, a sign that you need to distance yourself before they drain you completely. Because here's the truth. Not everyone deserves access to your time, energy, and generosity. And if you're not careful, you'll spend your entire life pleasing the wrong people while neglecting yourself. Stay with me until the end, because understanding these warning signs could save you from years of frustration, regret, and emotional exhaustion. Let's dive in. One of the biggest red flags in any relationship, whether it's a friendship, a romantic partner, or even a close family member, is when someone asks you to give up your dreams for them. Maybe they disguise it as concern, saying things like, "I just don't want you to get hurt," or "Are you sure that's the right path?" At first, it might seem like they care, but look deeper. If their words always push you toward giving up on what you truly want, that's not love or support, it's control. The worst part, this kind of manipulation is subtle. They don't always directly say, "Give up on your dream." Instead, they might guilt trip you, downplay your ambitions, or constantly highlight the risks instead of the possibility. The goal? To keep you from outgrowing them, from achieving more than they have, or from proving them wrong. Real friends and loved ones don't make you choose between them and your goals. Instead, they encourage you, support you, and remind you of your potential, even when you doubt yourself. So if someone in your life keeps trying to make you give up your vision, take it as a sign. You don't need to explain yourself or seek their approval. The right people will want to see you succeed, not hold you back. Loyalty is a beautiful thing when it's mutual, but be careful of people who demand unwavering loyalty from you while giving you nothing in return. These are the people who expect you to stand by them no matter what, even when they lie, manipulate, or betray you. They'll say things like, "I thought you had my back," or "Real friends don't question each other." But the truth is, real friends also don't take advantage of each other. Toxic people love loyalty because they use it as a tool to control you. They'll make you feel guilty for questioning them, and they'll try to convince you that walking away means you're the bad guy. But here's the reality. Loyalty should never come at the cost of your peace, your morals, or your well-being. The right people in your life will never put you in a position where you have to choose between your integrity and your relationship with them. If someone constantly demands your loyalty while proving over and over that they don't deserve it, it's time to walk away. Protect your heart, protect your values, and never feel guilty for cutting off people who don't respect you the way you respect them. We all want to be there for the people we care about, but be careful of those who only show up when they need something. They call you when they're in trouble. They text when they need a favor. But the moment you need support, silence. These are the people who see you as a resource, not a relationship. They'll guilt trip you into thinking that helping them is your responsibility, even when it's inconvenient or exhausting. And if you ever say no, suddenly you're the selfish one. True relationships, whether friendships, family, bonds, or partnerships, are built on mutual support. They're not one-sided. The right people in your life will not only accept your help, but will also be there for you when you need it. If someone only contacts you when they need something, but they're nowhere to be found when you need them, take the hint. You deserve relationships that are balanced, where both sides give and receive. Stop pouring into people who never pour back into you. There's a difference between being a trusted confidant and being someone's emotional dumping ground. Be careful of people who constantly ask you to keep secrets that put you in uncomfortable or even dangerous situations. Maybe they ask you to lie for them, cover up their mistakes, or hide their shady actions. They'll say, "Just keep this between us," as if you owe them your silence. But what they're really doing is dragging you into their toxicity. The moment you agree to keep their secrets, you become part of their mess. And when things fall apart, guess who gets blamed? You. Protect yourself by setting firm boundaries. If someone is constantly putting you in the middle of their drama, asking you to cover for them, or making you feel like you're responsible for keeping their bad decisions hidden, step back. Your loyalty should never come at the cost of your integrity. The people who truly care about you won't ask you to compromise your morals for their benefit. One of the most toxic manipulation tactics is when someone convinces you that everything is your fault, even when it's not. These people will twist the situation, shift the blame, and somehow make you the bad guy. And before you know it, you're apologizing just to keep the peace. This is emotional abuse, plain and simple. A healthy relationship involves mutual accountability. If someone constantly makes you feel guilty for things that aren't your fault, run. Stop apologizing for having boundaries. Stop apologizing for not tolerating disrespect. And most importantly, stop apologizing for someone else's toxic behavior. You are not responsible for managing another person's insecurities, ego, or lack of accountability. Surround yourself with people who take responsibility for their actions, not those who manipulate you into carrying their guilt. Beware of people who get uncomfortable when you succeed. You know the ones who suddenly go quiet when you share good news, or who downplay your achievements instead of celebrating with you. These are the people who want you to stay small because your growth makes them insecure. They'll say things like, "Don't you think you're getting a little ahead of yourself?" or "You've changed," as if change is a bad thing. The truth is, not everyone is happy to see you thrive, and some will even try to make you feel guilty for becoming the person you were meant to be. The right people will celebrate you, encourage you, and push you to reach your highest potential. Anyone who asks you to shrink yourself to make them comfortable is not your friend. Never dim your light just to make someone else feel better about staying in the dark. Now that you know these 7 red flags, take a moment to reflect. Have you been allowing the wrong people to take up space in your life? The truth is, you don't owe anyone unlimited access to your energy, your kindness, or your success. You have every right to protect yourself from people who take more than they give. So here's your challenge: set boundaries. Say no, walk away when necessary, and most importantly, surround yourself with people who lift you up, not those who drag you down. If you've made it this far, drop a 100 in the comments, because you are part of the 1% who are committed to protecting their peace and leveling up their life. Stay strong, stay focused, and stay away from those who don't respect your worth.